and you're gonna chunk.
Yep.
Yes!
Yep. Do I have to roll to hit?
Yeah, +6 to hit.
Okay. +6. Okay. I rolled a nat 20.
Oh man! So that's 60-10 damage.
Oh shit!
60.
Pretty good!
That's fucking insane.
God.
Holy cow!
Oh my god. Hold on. This is gonna take a bit.
So yeah,
Oh,
you turn the ballista. You take aim at this.
No, I think that
And I'm just like, oh.
she's like the cute puppy kind of thing because like she knows that he's not like.
I got a nosebleed from the description of him walking by. I think it's a little more than just puppy love. So, I'm a little bit turned on.
Ah!
I thought this was the bard's job.
Don't you know?
No one said that. No one said that.
Oh,
For now, we just want to know what's inside.
Weird.
he looks in. It's just a statue, little statue.
What type of statue?
I don't know. I'm bored with this now. I'm going to go.
Okay, move.
I need a nip. I need a nip.
Move!
Go take your nip.
She'll try to like.
She's like,
What
picking
kind
up-
of what?
she's like picking up
I
your-
need a nip. I need a nip.
Oh!
Take your nip.
Oh no.
Hard work. Exhausted.
I think secretly Brave Sweet loves his accent. Because I certainly do.
Yeah, and Sarah will like dig in the thing, try to.
It's his chest, and there's just one thing in it. It's a statue of like black stone, and it's
recognize it?
carved to resemble.
What's gonna happen to I don't know what Blink Dog is gonna be able to do, so fuck it.
I don't know either.
I'm gonna tie a rope around me, tie a rope around the edge of the mast, and fucking leap off and try to go after Lilia.
Alright, 2 people after. Here we go. Can't fail.
Okay.
Alright.
I guess.
Oh no.
Make acrobatics.
Okay, we stand a better chance together. Okay. I got a +2 to that. You're not gonna
Nat
fucking
20.
leave Nat 20!
Wow.
It's like the thing literally. Fuck yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Is
So-
that like,
Thank
is
God
that the thing where like moms can lift cars up their babies?
That's Seraphine. Mom mode is in action. She's literally adrenaline.
So, Seraphine, you jump off the side and you do that movie thing where
Wanda.
the parachute hasn't hit yet, so you're like
Wonder Woman.
you know.
Just
You catch up to Lilia, and you grab onto her,
Yeah,
like
So
the rope
cool.
hits. All right.
yeah, and I'm gonna.
I'm just finishing tying the knot on Good Boy. I'm like, oh hey!
Seraphine.
All right.
They probably happen very fast together.
Then
Still here. Don't
That's
think.
not how it works. I'm pretty sure. You made a new. It. Souls just can. It's
So-
like
Souls
they
just appear
incubate-
sometimes, you know?
They incubate, I guess, is the best word for it.
Yeah.
Duvalius says normally to reanimate it, I would cast like a lightning bolt spell as part of the ritual. Maybe you should just do whatever it is you did then again, because it seems like it did something.
I like whenever Winthrop is contributing. I just realized we're gonna do some sort of Snow White stuff. This is great. Okay, I like to think whenever Winthrop is interjecting with insights that he has, he's just opening the door, shouting, and closing it again. Because he's like, I'm not having any part of this.
Sorry, I love it. I love that Aya is dying.
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, she wants to do that. Are you up for that?
She's like, sure. She looks back at her party members like, privacy, please.
Like, Winthrop's not there. It's already got
I was just standing there like,
I'll go find Winthrop and just like comfort of presence. Won't even say anything.
All right. So you take the ballista, you turn it around. Ballista does okay. So, it has a +6. It's just got its own numbers. So it's a +6 to hit, and if it hits, it does 3d10 piercing damage. So +6. So
yeah.
Like, crank. It's already loaded. So you just and you're gonna
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Do I have to roll to hit?
yeah, +6 to hit.
Okay. +6. Okay. I rolled a nat 20.
Oh man! So that's 60-10 damage.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
shit!
60.
Pretty good!
That's fucking insane.
God.
Holy cow!
Oh my god. Hold on. This is gonna take a bit.
So yeah,
Oh, no.
you turn the ballista. You take aim at this.
No, I think that
And I'm just like, oh.
she's like a cute puppy kind of thing because like she knows that he's not like. I got a nosebleed from the description of him walking by. I think it's a little more than just puppy love. So I'm a little bit turned on.
Ah!
I thought this was the bard's job. Not...
Don't you know?
Fine.
No one said that. No one said that.
Oh,
For
well,
now, we just want to know what's inside.
Weird.
he looks in. It's just a statue, little statue.
What type of statue?
I don't know. I'm bored with this now. I'm going to go.
Okay, move.
I need a nip. I need a nip.
Move.
Go take your nip.
She'll try to like.
She's like, what kind of, what?
I need a nip. I need a nip.
Oh!
Take your nip.
Oh no.
Hard work. Exhausted.
I think secretly Brave Sweet loves his accent. Because I certainly do.
Yeah, and Sarah will like dig in the thing, try to.
It's his chest, and there's just one thing in it. It's a statue of like black stone, and it's carved to resemble.
What's gonna happen to I don't know what Blink Dog is gonna be able to do, so fuck it.
I don't know either.
I'm gonna tie a rope around me, tie a rope around the edge of the mast, and fucking leap off and try to go after Lilia.
Alright, 2 people after. Here we go. Can't fail.
Okay.
Alright.
I guess
Oh no.
make acrobatics.
Okay, we stand a better chance together. Okay. I got a +2 to that. You're not gonna
Nat
fucking believe Nat 20!
Wow.
It's like the thing, literally.
Fuck yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
Yes.
So-
I got
the thing where like moms can lift cars off their babies.
That's Seraphine. Mom mode is in action. She's literally adrenaline.
So, Seraphine, you jump off the side and you do that movie thing where
Wanda.
The parachute hasn't hit yet, so you're like
Wonder Woman.
You know?
Just
You catch up to Lilia, and you grab onto her,
Yeah,
like the rope
cool.
hits. All right.
yeah, and I'm gonna.
I'm just finishing time the knot on Good Boy. I'm like, oh hey.
All right.
They probably happen very fast together.
Then
Still here. Don't
That's
think.
not how it works. I'm pretty sure. You made a new. It. Souls just can. It's
So-
like
Souls
they
just appear
incubate-
sometimes, you know.
They incubate, I guess, is the best word for it.
Yeah.
Duvalius says normally to reanimate it, I would cast like a lightning bolt spell as part of the ritual. Maybe you should just do whatever it is you did then again, because it seems like it did something.
I like whenever Winthrop is contributing. I just realized we're gonna do some sort of Snow White stuff. This is great. Okay. I like to think whenever Winthrop is interjecting with insights that he has, he's just opening the door, shouting, and closing it again. Because he's like, I'm not having any part of this.
Sorry, I love it. I love that Aya is dying. Yes. Okay.
So yeah, she wants to do that. Are you up for that?
She's like, sure. She looks back at her party members like, privacy, please.
Winthrop's not there. You already got
Lily's just standing there like. I'll go find Winthrop and just like comfort of presence. Won't even say anything.
All right. So you take the ballista, you turn it around. Ballista does okay. So, it has a +6. It's just got its own numbers. So it's a +6 to hit, and if it hits, it does 3d10 piercing damage. So +6. So
yeah.
Like, crank. It's already loaded. So you just zzz, and you're gonna chunk.
Yep. Yes. Yep. Do I have to roll to hit?
Yeah, +6 to hit.
Okay. +6. Okay. I need a teeny recap to remind myself where I was actually going.
All right,
Well, we also skipped a while, so.
I hit the button.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody,
Yay.
and welcome to
Hello.
Dungeon Academy episode 51.
Whoa.
So,
I believe. Wow.
I can't make it today. And if you've been watching the show, Aya has never missed an episode. And all of a sudden, it's like she's just missing episodes. And
It's too much.
she was, in my opinion, she was kind of like the teacher's pet. And that's done now. It's over. I won't take any apples. And like, I'm gonna give her a write-up. All right. So her grade just went down. So
Put her in hell again.
Well, I'll just spoiler alert. She's gonna die right in the beginning of this. So just get ready for that. Also, I was preparing for the session today, and I rewatched episode 37, Tears of Regret. And I just want to declare to everybody that it was an awesome episode, and it was really funny. And you should watch it. So it's just a fact, you know. So if you skip them, because what I'm noticing on YouTube is that people are always watching episode 1, and then this weird. There'll be a day where a whole bunch of people will watch some random episode, and I don't understand exactly why.
YouTube algorithm, why?
It's because it's not like you see like episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4. It's like episode 1, and then like a whole bunch watched 39 yesterday, and it's like, what is happening? You know. So I just want to encourage you, if you skipped episodes, that you're kind of not allowed to do that. So I kind of demand that you go back, but also watch the current ones. Okay, so that's the
No,
preferred
no
method.
skipping classes, son.
Yeah, because this is like advanced calculus. All right, you can't skip
You're
like.
missing out.
All right, so let's see. Last time we stopped. All right, I have it written down here. So let's see. Where do we start? The group is trying to get all 7 pieces of the Rod of 7 Parts, a powerful magic item. They just found the 5th piece. There's only 2 left. And in this campaign, every single piece has been in a different D&D campaign setting. So right now they're in Planescape, the city of Sigil, which is in the center of the multiverse. So to get this newest piece, it was trapped in this box, an Infernal Puzzle Box. The only way to get that box open was to have the Lady of Pain look at it. The Lady of Pain rules the city of Sigil. She's like a demigod kind of entity that nobody really understands. She floats around, she's invisible, then she becomes visible. If she looks at you, she can send you to these interdimensional mazes, or she can just look at you and like there's just cuts all over your body, and you're just you die, basically. So what happened was that the Lady of Pain hates it when devils and demons fight in the streets of Sigil. So when that happens, she shows up and just starts mazing and cutting everybody. Now the group is being chased by demons who want the Rod of 7 Parts. So the Queen of Chaos, an ancient demon lord, has been sending her agents and her monsters, the Spider Fiends, after the group. They've been chasing the group like this whole time. So some Spider Fiends caught up to the group in Sigil last time, and they were fighting in the streets. And also Twinthrop, one of the Queen's agents. And this Twinthrop is... Winthrop grew a second head a long time ago. The head got cut off and put on the body of a 10-foot-tall demon. So Twinthrop led the bad guys here, and Twinthrop is confused. He doesn't understand why the group isn't his friend, and why they don't just team up with the Queen of Chaos to get the Rod of 7 Parts. But Twinthrop doesn't seem to understand that the Queen of Chaos wants all 7 pieces so she can free her evil demon lord boyfriend, Miska the Wolf Spider, from his extra-dimensional prison in the plane of Pandemonium. And if that happens, she's going to start another huge war with the multiverse. And so it's going to be a war between Law and Chaos. She's Chaos, and then Law is led by the Wind Dukes, these like blue-skinned good guy elemental people who fly around, and the group actually is friends with one of them named Valendra, who's on their ship. So anyway, so what happened was the group had the box. Lady of Pain looked at it during this chaos. The box opened, the piece spilled out, and they're in a city square in Sigil, and people are just panicking because the Lady of Pain showed up. Everybody's running in every direction, and the piece was getting bounced around. And so an agent of Shemeshka the Marauder, who's like this ruthless businesswoman who lives in Sigil, has her secret agents planted in the square, and they were trying to snatch the piece of the rod. But you guys dropped the agent like real quick, and Airly and Winthrop ran into the crowd, chased down the piece of the rod, and I believe Winthrop grabbed the piece of the rod. And the Lady of Pain was looking at Twinthrop and just chopping and killing him. And Lilia, played by Aya, formerly the teacher's pet, cast Infestation, summoning butterflies that were all around the Lady of Pain. She actually used a cantrip on the Lady of Pain, which is deeply offensive. And the Lady of Pain looked at all the butterflies and chopped them. And that's pretty much where we stopped. So Airly and Winthrop are over in one spot, amongst a crowd of people trying to flee the scene. And then there's Lilia and the Lady of Pain in another spot. And then over in an alley, there's Brave Sweet and Fabio,
I believe
the Flesh
Winthrop.
Golem.
Oh, Fabio, yeah.
And I think Seraphine and Strahd von Zarevich, the legendary vampire from Ravenloft, are somewhere kind of near the Lady of Pain. So we pick up from where we left off, right? I have the initiative order. We'll just keep going through that order. So at the very beginning, Lilia casts the butterflies. The Lady of Pain kills all the butterflies. And then she looks down at Lilia in her red hat and her red dress. And all of a sudden, it's just like cut. Lilia's just covered in cuts. She falls to the ground. Pool of blood spreading beneath her. She's at 0 hit points, and she is dying.
Oh, fuck.
Who's
next? Who's next?
Oh, look at that.
Hey.
All right, hold on, let me fix this.
Hey!
Hello.
Got back in time to see Lilia dying.
Yeah.
Oh, great. That's I had a feeling it would happen, but
She's no longer his teacher's pet, is what we're getting at.
The words were falled over and 0 hit points. Dying.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
let me move some boxes around, and then we'll continue. Winthrop needs to go in the Winthrop box. Winthrop is a little sideways. There you are. All right, Airly's in the right spot. All right, we gotta move Brienne. Brienne is filing. And then we need to find... There you are. Okay. Look at that. Everybody's in their proper spot. So, Winthrop, all you missed was I just did a big recap. And I was bragging about how good episode 37 was because I just watched it again and it was really good. Oh, actually, I'll add one more thing to the recap now that Winthrop is here. So, on episode 37, you were in the demi-plane of this dark power named Yogg the Invincible. And in that demi-plane, there's all these trees with soul crystals hanging from them. And in each crystal is the soul of a person, a trapped soul. Yogg's agents, or Yogg itself, killed people, and their souls didn't go pass on to where they should have gone. They're trapped in these gems. And so what happened was they were hanging in the demi-plane, and a creature was picking the crystals and throwing them into this furnace that were burning. And when enough crystals were thrown in, Yogg could actually be reborn in a mortal form because he had become just like a wisp. Just like, the dark powers are just these vestiges, these slight remnants of incredible powers, that actually Seraphine pledged her loyalty to and was helping him for a short time as a Dark Lord in the domains of dread. So, what happened, what you might not remember from that is that when you first saw the trees, Brave Sweet quietly tried to steal 2 of those crystals, and she plucked them and even made a sleight of hand check. But Winthrop's high passive perception detected it, and so Brave Sweet awkwardly licked them and placed them back on the tree and got them to hang with a good check. So, what happened?
Yeah. That sounds. I remember.
Way to go.
What
Way to go past me.
What happened last session was that Winthrop actually made a pact with the son of the Raven Queen, the goddess of death. The son of the Raven Queen is Vorkesis, the master of fate. And he deals with kind of weird soul cases where this soul... I'm keeping this soul for this reason. Or, there's a soul that nobody knows what to do with. So he just keeps it in his little hall of final fate. So he's super jealous that his mom is with a Raven Knight named Zahar. Zahar, who wields the Shadowfell Blade. And so, basically, the deal is... Winthrop's gonna run in, supposedly somewhere in the near future. Winthrop is gonna run into Zahar with the Shadowfell Blade, and Winthrop will have the opportunity to kill Zahar, the boyfriend of the Raven Queen. And if Winthrop does this, then the souls of her parents, who are both trapped in the Hall of Final Fate, will move on to where they're supposed to go. And all of the souls, and there was a lot, thousands, on those trees, they're all gonna be freed from Yogg's demi-plane. So that's the deal. But Winthrop is, so Winthrop's gonna have to kill Zahar, who is a character from my 4th edition Revenge of the Giants campaign. This is run by a guy named Tom, and the Shadowfell Blade is actually from Assault on Nightworm Fortress. So you're actually gonna be trying to. Apparently, you're gonna kill a former character from one of my other campaigns. So I haven't told Tom yet, but I'm sure he'll be. He'll probably send me notes on what his character would do. So.
Probably be thrilled.
Yeah. He'd be so happy.
All right, so as I just described, you're in Sigil, Chaos, Lady of Pain's there. She looks down at Lilia. Lilia gets covered in cuts. She falls to the ground. No hit points. She's dying. Pool of blood is spreading. I'm keeping the initiative order.
Okay.
So, another thing happens also in the panic. As Lilia is chopped, people scream. And there's these two Gorgons. They're bulls covered in metal plating. And when they breathe, like green smoke comes out of their mouths. And they were pulling a cart. They panic. They stampede over people, crash into a potion stall, which had lit candles. So the vials break, candles tip. Some of the liquids are flammable, and the fire is starting to collect. And you see there's this one huge barrel. Winthrop has a high passive perception, so he would automatically read the barrel, which says elemental fire on it, and the fire is slowly spreading towards that.
Oh no.
And okay, so Seraphine was first in the order. So Seraphine, at the start of your turn, as the Gorgons barrel through the potion stall, the sign on it, a big heavy wooden sign, goes flying through the air. Strahd is next to you, and he looks down at a trampled person. Hold on, I'm hearing a crackling noise.
Stop it!
Yeah, no.
The fire rages.
Strahd is eating chips.
Yeah.
All right, so a really heavy sign flies through the air. Strahd looks down at a person who's just trampled, and he sees that they're bleeding, and he leans closer and closer to their delicious blood. And the sign flies right at him, and he doesn't even look up. He just catches it with one hand with his incredible vampire strength. And there happens to be an adventurer lady right next to him who was panicking as the sign was about to hit her. But when Strahd catches it, she looks at him in awe and is immediately fascinated with Strahd von Zarevich, who doesn't even notice because he's transfixed by the hot blood spreading at his feet. So, Seraphine.
Platelets. Platelet chips.
Platelet?
Yeah. So, all right. Seraphine, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna use my action to grab Strahd and kind of shove him away from the person who's bleeding. And just kind of, Freya, stop it. Let go of the Swiffer. Sorry. I'm gonna stop it. Good boy's acting up. I'm gonna yell at him and say, no, stop, stop. And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Healing Word at 2nd level on Lilia and get her up.
Okay, so you heal Lilia.
That's gonna be 2d4 plus 4. Okay. Un momento. 3, 4, 7, 11 points of healing. So she's up.
Okay. So
she doesn't die.
you heal Lilia. So the wounds heal a bit, but she looks completely almost comatose. As in, you might not be able to interact with her at all this episode.
Sounds good. I'm just gonna.
Odd.
Sounds weird.
How strange. What is this magic?
At least she's okay. That's all I care about.
All right, that's it for Seraphine?
Yes.
All right.
That's fun.
Brave Sweet. Fabio
Yes.
is next to you. He sees the Lady of Pain still hovering right above the body of Lilia.
God.
So
God.
he runs over kind of to the side and throws a rock at the Lady of Pain. And she
Good one.
rotates 90 degrees to look at him instead of Lilia. And at that moment, somebody from the crowd takes that opportunity to run over to Lilia's body and starts going through her stuff.
No!
Takes
No!
something and puts it in her
Am
back.
I allowed to go over there?
Well, it's your turn. You can do whatever you want. You recognize this woman as Verdun, another agent of Shemeshka the Marauder. It was a beautiful elf who had really old eyes. And also, at the start of your turn, Brave Sweet, I googled it.
No. Oh no.
Uh,
Oh no.
you're suffering from back pain.
I'd want to go jump out and like save her, but suddenly, like the first movement, I go my back. I think what I do instead is I shoot an arrow, but I purposely shoot it not to hit the person that's marauding through her belongings, but to get their attention.
So let's just go ahead and make a roll, and what a really low roll means is you accidentally hit them.
Yeah, whoops. That would be so bad.
Mm.
Oh, I rolled a 2.
Oh, you accidentally hit them. Roll damage as normal.
They're stealing from her, okay?
I mean,
pin her foot to the ground.
That's funny.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I know what they're thinking, too.
9, 10, 11, 12. So 13 points of damage.
13 points. Okay, so the arrow like sinks into her shoulder. She calls out in pain. Is that it for Brave Sweet?
There's more where that came from. Now back away.
Oh, I have a picture of this lady.
My back hurts, but I will come over there.
All right.
Don't make me come over there, young lady.
Don't do it.
Brave Sweet.
Don't tempt me.
Airly, you're in the crowd, and the Gorgons are kind of heading in your general direction. You see Twinthrop lying on the ground, like he's got like 1 hit point. He's bleeding. He's looking around confused, and you see 3 guards in red spiky armor holding poles with basically collars on them, so like they could stick the thing and it would kind of go around your neck, like snap around your neck. They're called man catchers.
Oh.
These 3 guards are like looking at the Lady of Pain nervously and then cautiously approaching Twinthrop as if they're going to try to take custody of Twinthrop. And also, Winthrop is somewhere near you, except that Winthrop used Blessing of the Raven Queen, I believe, to blend into the crowd. So I'm not sure if you know exactly where Winthrop is. So what would you like to do on your turn, Airly?
Do I see Lilia?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the only thing that Airly would be thinking of is her new friend is laying on the ground, bleeding out. So,
And being robbed.
Yeah, well, I think it's more of her vision is like, oh no, my friend is dying.
Tunnel vision on the
Yeah.
Vision.
She doesn't care about anything else, so she'll run up to Lilia and pick her up and hoist her over her shoulder.
Okay, so there's this woman kneeling right next to Lilia who's stuffing something in her backpack and gets shot. She got shot with an arrow. You run right next to her and you pick up Lilia.
Yes, I do.
And the Lady of Pain is right next to you. Now, you still have a little bit of movement left. Do you want to move? You could move towards Fabia, who has the Lady of Pain's attention. You could move over to Brave Sweet, who's by an alley. Or you can move over to Strahd, who just caught a sign.
I think I'll go towards Brave Sweet.
Okay, you run over to Brave Sweet. Alright. Yeah. After Airly is Winthrop. Winthrop, you're in a crowd, and you see this bald male wizard who has no mouth. And it looks like he sees an injured person, and he tries to cast a spell, but apparently has verbal components, so nothing happens.
Oh,
and he
no.
gets really frustrated, and he smashes his hand on the ground. And you can see your twin, Twinthrop, lying on the ground, bleeding heavily, 3 guards coming towards him. So what would you like to do?
That's a great question. Where am I, distance-wise in relation to everybody at this point?
You can get to anyone with a move action within 30 feet.
Cool. I don't know what to do.
Shoot him!
Who?
All of them!
All of them. Just all of them at the same time. With the bow and arrow, I'm definitely adept at. That's the wrong book. Hold on. Ah! Dropping things. Okay.
Gonna try to shoot him? What you doing?
I don't
You shoot him?
really know what I'm doing. Like, I don't know who I would be shooting.
What do you? Then make it.
What does your heart tell you? What does your heart tell you?
There's the lady
I'll tell you. I'll tell you what my heart does as soon as I find the right book. Because
What book do you need?
I opened up the player's handbook. I'm like, no, it's not in there. I opened up Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. I'm like, why did I do that? I'm just having a day.
Okay.
It's supposed to be in Zan's guide. Who are they?
Ah.
Do you need a spell or something? We got technology.
Yeah, it's a specific spell that I just want to know what the.
Do you remember what it was called? I can look it up.
I'm almost at the right page. Sorry.
You're fine. Just trying to
How
help.
close is
Winthrop, Lady of Pain, Lilia.
Okay, so the person who's kneeling over Lilia is not kneeling over Lilia anymore because of Early, but is still in that vicinity.
Mhm.
How close is that person compared to Twinthrop and the three other people and the Lady of Pain? Like how?
Okay, so there's a clump where there's Lilia, the Lady of Pain, Airly, and Verdun, and I guess also Fabio. So I would say Brave Sweet is 20 feet away from them, and then Twinthrop is probably 20 feet away from them, and you're 30 feet away from them.
Okay.
And Strahd is like 15
There too.
feet away.
He's always there.
Cool. I think. Oh, this is probably gonna be dumb, but here we go. I'm gonna cast Healing Spirit and just put it on Twinthrop
Oh, okay.
because there's people coming to apprehend him and stuff, and I know bad things will happen to everyone involved if that happens. So let's make it worse, why don't we?
Okay. So does it heal right away when it appears?
Yes. I'm just turning way too many pages. I'm sorry. What it does is until the spell ends, whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit's space for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there, it can restore 1d6 hit points to the creature, no action required.
Okay.
And then I can move it on as a bonus action, but I'm gonna cast it as higher. Let's cast it as a 3rd level spell. It won't do a lot, but it'll do something. So,
Okay.
Yay! So a puppy just kind of poofs on like Twinthrop's let's say lap. Just boop. There he is. Confused at where he is and why he's there. 10.
10 points. So Winthrop is healed for 10. Okay. All right, is that it for Winthrop?
I think that's a bonus action one, so I'll just I'll hold action to follow the person who was looting Lilia if she tries to make a break for it.
Okay. All right. So, well, she's pretty much gonna go. Well, she won't be going for a minute. All right. So, after Winthrop's turn, the Lady of Pain looks at Fabio. Fabio is a flesh golem, so he's he's made up of other people's body parts, right? So he's got like the head
Yes.
of Henry Cavill, and the arms of the guy who plays Thor, and the torso of Zac Efron. And so the Lady Pain looks at him, and all his parts are stitched together. All the stitches are chopped. Chopped. And he just becomes a pile of body parts, all still animated.
Excuse me.
And the three guards cautiously approach Twinthrop and say, "Halt, fiend." And he doesn't even look at them.
Chaotica?
He just swipes out with a claw and just cuts a hole in a guy's chest, and the guy just dies. And he starts like dragging himself towards Winthrop, still on the ground. And Verdun won't go until Bravesweet's turn. So then it's Seraphine's turn. Seraphine, on your turn, this woman who was rescued by Strahd says, "You saved me," and she touches his bicep. What do you do?
As much as I would love to go jealous crazy on them, I look at them, look at my friends, look at them, and then be like, I'll take care of this later. This is more important. And I'll run over towards Lillian Winthrop, and seeing the person rob her, I'll cast Hold Person on them. And they need to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
5 plus 0. I got a 5. I failed.
They failed, so they are now paralyzed.
She is held. Is that it for Seraphine?
Yes, I'm just going to use my movement to get up towards them.
Oh, okay. Bravesweet, you see that this Verdun woman who took something from Lilia is now frozen in place by a magic spell. And over there you see a woman looking at Strahd and saying things like, "I can't believe you saved me. No one in Sigil cares about others. What is your name?" But still, he's just looking at the pool of blood. Like,
getting Dr. Horrible sing-along vibes from that.
Precious blood. How I long to drink you. And his cape like blows in the wind.
Oh my god, okay. Okay, Strahd.
And you would probably also see Strahd's shadow, like, considering the lady his new admirer. And perhaps coming closer to her neck, soft and exposed, full of youth and vigor.
He just can't stay out of trouble, can he? He just can't. Oh my god, so many problems. I think she's gonna focus on one problem at a time. Since the guy is frozen where Lilia fell.
Oh, I forgot.
She's gonna go.
Also, the fire is coming right up to that barrel.
I forgot about that too. Oh no.
That's probably gonna blow up before your next turn, just so you know.
Great. I forgot about that.
Well, I want to get.
I'm pretty sure I was supposed to be the one to fix it. I forgot.
So, what would you like to do, Bravesweet?
Oh, there we go. I want to go to where Lilia is, and get her out of there.
As you start moving, you have back pain. You also realize that you're like an inch shorter now.
Oh no! Oh.
These are just some of the symptoms of osteoporosis. which kicks in when you are at an advanced age. So you hobble over to Lilia, and do you do anything else?
Is there like a stick nearby or something that she can like grab quickly and just? Oh, she has a staff. She like brings out her staff and uses it to like.
Okay. All right.
She's doing the most.
Probably more like this at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bravesweet, as you come over, this woman who robbed Lilia, Verdun, she's watching you with her eyes, and she kind of says, She tried. It's hard for her to speak, but she says, "I can help you. Let me go, and I'll help you be young again."
Her eyes widen, and she goes, "I don't think there's a cure for aging."
She says, "Of course there is.
You found it?
Yes."
Well, see, I'm not normally like this. I'm only 28.
She goes, "It was a ghost? Was it a ghost?"
Yes,
She goes, "Me too."
it touched me. Oh.
This NPC is actually from one of the
What?
published books.
If you know...
And she actually has the
Oh.
same thing happen to her that happened to Brave Sweet.
Then she goes, well, if you know the cure to aging, why aren't you there yet? Why aren't you cured yet?
I can only say so much in 6 seconds. That's the end of the round. Alright, after Brave Sweet, Airly! The Lady of Pain just turned Fabio into a pile of body parts. A fire is about to engulf a barrel of elemental fire, which will likely cause a massive explosion. Gorgons are running amok. A mouthless wizard is trying to cast spells.
Be real, it's the Lady in Pain's fault.
Twinthrop is killing guards and dragging itself towards Winthrop. What would you like to do, Airly?
Well, Airly still has Lilia, right? So.
Oh, also, I have a new rule in my head that you don't know, but you know how all the portals in Sigil have keys? You know, and key could be anything, right? It could be a phrase or an item. Like, so many portals now have the key of Severed Head. So just so you know.
Jesus. This turned into a Halloween
Let's be
special.
real. Technically, Fabio could have unlocked every one of those.
Right? Oh my god.
You broke my... How dare you? Oh no.
If we want to get technical.
That's true. So what would you like to do, Airly?
I'm going to set Lilia down in the alleyway, and I don't have anything that's gonna stop a fire, so I think I'm just gonna go back to the lady who tried to rob Lilia, and do I have enough movement to I'll just intimidate her. I'll say, "Give me back my friend's thing, or your head will be chopped off."
Yeah.
Oh, make an intimidate check.
Intimidate. Yeah, get that.
Can't believe you found a workaround to the severed head thing and like.
Never doubt the players.
Not cool.
There we
It's
go.
17.
Oh.
Okay,
There we
she's
go.
definitely intimidated, and she goes, She says, "It's in my bag. I can't move."
I'll search your bag.
So it's the Infernal Puzzle Box, the box that contained the piece of the rod. It's open and flat now.
Why do you need this?
My boss wants it. She didn't want the piece of the rod. She wanted to know how to open the box. She just wants the box back.
Well, it's mine now.
She says, "I'm gonna get in trouble."
Meanwhile, only issue, how do you close it?
I don't care. You tried to steal from my friend.
Alright. That was Airly's turn. Winthrop, fire is about to engulf a barrel.
Wee woo.
Twinthrop killed a guard and is crawling towards you. Smiling. Gorgons are running amok. The Lady of Pain just chopped up Fabio. What would you like to do?
I'm wondering if I still have a spell that I did I get rid of it or do I have it? And we're finding out if I have it. Yes, I have it. Okay.
Oh!
Okay. What kind of fire is it? Is it just like how was it started?
Well, there was a potion stall, and there were some candles. So a gorgon crashed into it, and the potions broke and kind of collected together in a dangerous pile of chemicals. And then the candles lit this concoction on fire, and it's quickly spreading towards the barrel of
Okay, so
super
as long as the
flammable-
concoction itself is nowhere near what I'm about to do, it should be fine. Like if the main source is that it is wood and related burnable material.
Mhm.
Cool. I'm just gonna see how much this gives me, but I'm gonna try to create water and just make it rain right there. Just
A
Oh, you're gonna
Nice.
create water.
Make it rain.
yeah.
Make it rain.
I'm glad you have that spell prepared because I did not.
Right? I'm like, did I switch that? No, I didn't.
It's create water.
Yeah, I create up to 10 gallons of clean water either in an open container,
Nice.
or alternatively, the water falls as rain in a 30-foot cube within range, extinguishing exposed flames in the area. So I'm gonna just
Nice.
boop right there.
Okay. You cast create water. A
Mhm.
spell almost nobody ever uses ever in D&D.
Right?
And you've actually used it
I got it
effectively.
Yeah.
I used it one other time, and I just haven't switched it out, and I'm glad I haven't.
You know, I think we last used that in like the first 4 episodes.
Yeah. That was it.
All right. So you create water,
That's crazy.
and it mixes with the potion concoction, and it does put out the fire.
Yay.
Okay. That was Winthrop's turn. All right. So what happens now? The fire goes out. People are clearing the square. The demons have been dealt with. So the Lady of Pain suddenly just vanishes.
Okay.
And,
As cool as it would have been to see an explosion in Sigil, I didn't want it to happen.
so the
Smart.
2 guards grab their mortally wounded ally and drag him away. And Twinthrop crawls up to you, Winthrop, with a big smile on his face. So we're pretty much out of combat mode now. You have this held woman, Verdun. Twinthrop is wounded. Lilia is comatose and uninteractable. So what would you all like to do now?
I'd personally like to go over to Strahd and I'm gonna cast Mending on him, which is a cantrip, and see if I can like have him put back together.
No, you mean Fabio?
Oh, Fabio, yes.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna use. Oh, that's a good idea. So you use mending on the stitches. So you could mend one edit per round. You know, like you could attach the head to the body, then the arms, then the legs, and whatever
Yeah.
other parts.
Yeah, I'll work on that. I'll play Frankenstein over here.
Yeah. While that's happening, the woman is talking to Strahd. You're not from Sigil, are you? Perhaps you could use a guide. I'm a member of the Sensates. Have you ever heard of them?
Oh, the Sensates!
He says, yes, the Sensates. They've experienced much in the multiverse.
Oh
She
wow,
says-
I can imagine.
And she introduces herself to him. Her name is Mistress Felicia Agony, or Mistress Agony for short.
Okay.
Wow, sounds perfect.
Didn't we have a gag about that?
Yes, everybody's
where
getting
that came from?
confused about the Queen of Chaos and the Lady of Pain.
Yes.
So I have now introduced another NPC with a similar name to further the confusion.
Thank
you.
Brave
It's
Sweet
just what
is
we
just
need.
gonna lose it. Her brain is just like, they're all the Queen of Chaos. They're all there. Oh my god.
Mistress Rachel Agony is following Strahd around and asking him questions about his life and his favorite color and what his favorite book is. And he says, my favorite book, of course, is the book that I wrote. I, Strahd.
That just sounds like he's introducing himself. Like, I, Strahd, wrote this book.
Like I, Robot, but shittier.
So, Verdon, I don't know how long Hold Person lasts, but Verdon is gonna, she's gonna try to take off as soon as it runs out. So, what would you like to do?
Arlie, you have the box, correct? We've got all the things that we need.
Yeah, I got the box from her.
Okay, good. Then just let her go. Let her go crawl back home.
Bracely, Verdon looks at you.
This is true.
Give me the
Can
box
you give it
and I
to me
can.
now before you...
She says, "Give me the box and I can fix your osteoporosis." It's only gonna get worse.
What's in the box? What's in the box? It's so important. What's in the box?
The box is open. It's flat. I don't.
Yeah, it's just a flat box by now.
Anymore. It's cardboard.
Yeah, it's just flat now.
Okay. Do you promise? You just want the box?
Oh, Bracely,
Yeah.
don't listen to her. You got no osteoporosis.
She said she has the cure for aging. I guess you young folks wouldn't understand. You don't have to deal with osteoporosis.
I don't even know how to say that word.
I'm fairly certain my friends are trying to help figure
I have
out.
a feeling it's one of those words you don't understand until you have it.
We're gonna try to get you healthy again and young again if we can. We've got our friends working on it.
I think kale can only go so far.
What is this
Not
kale
what
you speak
you
of?
meant by friends working on it.
I think they were.
Friends
Yeah.
working on
Was it Kale? Was
Is
one
it?
of the friends named Kale?
I think so. No.
Maybe.
I think,
Maybe.
Prince Buttongleam was spearheading the project to figure out how to cure your old age.
Oh, he was? I guess
Yeah.
so. You guys have good memory.
Oh,
Well, I'm sorry. I got people. I got it covered. You don't need the box. Miss.
She says,
Miss.
Shemesk and the Marauders is gonna keep coming after you until she gets it back. You don't need
What?
the box. You just needed
Well,
what was
I hope
inside.
well, you just
Well-
watched your ally get disintegrated in one hit. So do you really want to keep sending people after us?
I can. All right.
My question is, why would she need an empty box?
Yeah, why
Think
does she
about
do
it. If she has something really
Why your
valuable-
loyalty to
I don't
her
know
is so
this
strong if she'd done that to your crew. Your own people.
She says it's working for Shemeska is one of the safest things you can do in Sigil. You're under her protection. That box is useful because if there's something that she doesn't want other people to have, she can put it in there, and there's virtually no way to get it out. Unless you're crazy enough like you guys are to actually run up to the Lady of Pain and let her look at you, and it almost killed all of you.
Well, we don't get stuff done easily, but we get it done.
Yeah.
All right, I mean, I'm just saying. She looks at Braithwaite. She's like, you don't have much time. And she begins to explain to you the effects of aging. And in mechanical terms, what this means is you can expect your back pain to get worse. You're going to get shorter. You're going to have a
Oh, no.
stooped posture. Your bones break more easily. And you're going to get -1 to your strength and dex and +1 to your intelligence and wisdom. Which is useful for some classes, but for a ranger, it kind of sucks.
Like,
I'll
I could
tell
use
you.
it.
Yeah, I'll tell Prince Buttongleam to get on it real fast.
And she says to you, Braithwaite, you can be young forever.
How would she fix that?
It's a secret. I'm not supposed to just blab it out to everybody. Can we go somewhere
I don't know.
private?
I feel
at
like
least?
you're one of those.
Can we go somewhere
Are
private?
you a
to talk
scam
about this?
artist?
Yes, but not right now. Can we go somewhere private to talk about it? How about that?
What's more private than this?
You don't. We're in the middle of the street. There's a crowd of
Exactly.
people slowly
Everybody's
walking
dead.
in closer.
But we're
People are
protected by
dying.
anonymity. No one's gonna look at
You
us.
s-
What's up? What's wrong? Your secret doesn't work unless you take me in the back alley and knock me out. That's secure.
You can all come.
I've heard
Look,
that one before.
you've got the box. What am I gonna do? And meanwhile, like Twinthrop is crawling right up to your like collective.
Oh, God.
Hey everybody, it's nice to see
Ew.
you again.
Yeah,
I knew-
Saw
Thanks
each
for,
other.
I knew that you liked me.
thanks for
We always
almost
loved
getting
you.
us killed.
Yeah, no kidding.
Hi,
He
Seraphine.
did attack us.
Stop that.
Your hair looks nice today, Seraphine.
Oh God, thanks.
I don't need to live forever. I would appreciate it if I got my own youth back. There will be a time and place where I'm this old and this gray and this
Verdant
back
shrugs
pain.
and says, "Potions of longevity will work once or twice, but eventually they backfire on you. The more you drink them, the more of a chance they age you instead of making you younger. I am part of an organization who found ways around that. But since you don't care and you're fine with your osteoporosis, and I'm sure as a ranger you're really going to like having brittle bones that make it hard for you to aim, I guess this isn't a problem for you. So keep your empty box that you have no use for, and I'll just go back to Shemeshka and take my punishment."
I have a weird idea,
No
Do
way.
it.
but I don't know how to close the box. What if we just put a copper
Close the
piece
box.
in it and give it to
Close
her?
the box.
We could do that.
Just
She didn't say what form she had to get the box back in. She's
Well,
on that.
like, guys, do we need the box
That's
anymore?
pretty good.
Really? Really? Yeah. Is the box worth
You're going to
worth,
close
worth
it.
your number one ranger?
a copper piece.
Do you need your box?
Rita's really good
How
at
much for-
coming up with solutions. Just screw
Listen,
it.
I've tapped into my inner rogue.
Right?
I mean,
Here,
that's a
now we're
pretty good
thinking.
idea.
Now we're talking.
So you want to close
Okay.
the box and get it back, making
Yes.
it
I mean,
useless.
yes.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
funny. That's
Let's
funny.
close the box.
All right, well, the box is unfolded right now. It looks to be a pretty simple thing to just fold the pieces up and then slap the lid on it.
Let's slap the lid on it, fellas.
Put in
That's
it.
it.
I'm personally fond of the copper piece, but we can put something a little bit more worthwhile in there.
A gold piece.
How about grandma's cookies? A batch
Perfect.
of grandma cookies. Put some of those in there.
A batch of Lilia's cookies. This is
Yeah. Her leftover pastries that she left for us. Snacks. There we go.
So you
And close the lid.
reassemble the box, you put a bunch of Lilia's cookies in it, and then you're going to close the lid. Who's
Yes.
closing the lid?
I'll do it.
Oh, all right. So Airly,
It
it's
was my idea. I could do it.
it's pretty resistant
Fine.
and it's forceful, but once you shut it, there's like a glow from inside, and the rusty blue copper box is sealed until the Lady of Pain looks at it again.
all right. Let's
cookie
go.
jar.
Okay, I'm gonna take the box. I'm gonna return. Hey, wait up! I got your box.
All right,
Ow!
can we
I'm
go
back.
somewhere private? And I'll tell you.
Why
Okay.
private?
Why?
This is
why
a secret
private? I got.
thing.
I got the box right here.
All right, fine. I'll tell you. All right.
Okay.
I am one of the. She whispers this, and like there's people walking around. She tries to just whisper it to you, very sweet. All right, I'm one of the prolongers. Okay.
What?
Oh. She's like, fine. I'm one of the prolongers. A secret organization that found a way to stay young. So she explains that
Oh,
She-
it's like the opposite of a sewing circle.
once per week she can touch somebody and drain their life from them and make herself young. So statistically how it would work is, say, if you touched a 12th level character, you could drain them up to 12 years, basically. And then they'd be dead, but you would gain 12 years of life, youth. So in monsters have a rating called a CR. So like Strahd is like a 17 CR. So if you touched him and drained him, you would be 17 years younger. She says to do this, you have to make a pact with death. And in my campaign, that means you'd have to make a pact with either the Raven Queen or her son, Vorkisis, the Master of Fate. And if you want to do that, you can go to the Church of the Raven Queen, which is in Sigil.
Okay.
Oh.
Now, this kind of sounds like a good idea.
It'll only buy me a few extra years for what?
Well, Brave Sweet.
Every week you can do this.
Yeah, you'll be.
Every week.
You can be our secret weapon. We can just put you right up next to the Queen of Chaos, and you can just suck her dry.
Well, she says, here's the thing. It's harder. It's
Your eyes open like, yes.
It's harder to do when they're awake. They get a saving throw. But if they're asleep or unconscious, you can just do it.
Guys, our goal is to make the Queen of Chaos fall asleep.
Okay. I can do that.
Guys, hear me out. We're gonna do this.
I'm fully on board. I don't know what the problem is.
We need our babysitter.
I like hold her by her shoulders and I go, you just gave us the solution to all of our problems. We're gonna suck her dry.
And she holds up her box.
It's gonna be awesome.
And I have a box of cookies that I can't open. Thanks so much.
It's the world's safest cookie jar.
You're so welcome. No one will ever steal your precious cookies.
She just
Thank you so much for the info.
She sighs and says, "Can I go now?"
Thank you so much for your help.
Wait, how do we do that? How do we become that?
We gotta go to the Raven Queen Shire.
Gotcha. Okay.
Whatever.
So Verdon sighs. She puts the box in her satchel.
Doing your job.
And just kind of like, oh my god, just says our goodbye.
Toodles!
That's our group. That's about our group. Yes.
Yep.
And so the Davises, the goat people in robes who hover, they're cleaning up the mess of the explosion, and people are wrangling the Gorgons, and getting them under control, and people are cleaning up the blood and going on with their bit. That was the door.
No, I'm
sorry.
It's hilarious.
We have a customer.
That's good.
That scared me.
There's a customer.
It's a scary customer.
So what would you like to do now? You're in the city of Sigil. You have the piece of the Rod of Seven Parts. Lilia is unconscious. Twinthrop is just hanging out with you. You see Strahd is now, that woman has cut her hand, and she's holding her hand, and blood is dripping into his mouth.
I'll go over and just
Of course the sensate's doing this.
Yeah. I'll go over and just palm Strahd's face and push him back and be like, "Come on, we need your help. Come on."
When you palm his face, he goes to swat your hand away angrily, but then he sees it's you, and he stops himself. "Oh,
excuse me.
It's you." And Mistress Agony says, "Who's this?"
"Someone more important than you. Okay, come on, we gotta go."
Mistress.
And I'm just.
Mistress.
Agony.
What's her? I forgot her middle name. The first name.
Felicia.
Mistress Felicia Agony says, "Can I come?"
No.
Strahd whispers to you, "Seraphine, she's a source of food."
It feels kind of weird and vaguely icky.
"She's a willing thrall. Don't you understand? I can't drink those blood sacks forever. I won't."
I gotta talk to the group about this. And I'll run over and "Hey, so I know it's uncomfortable, but Strahd has someone who's willing to be fed on, and I wanted to know everyone's thoughts or acceptance on it because this is a group and we all live together."
I am unsure about this person's sanity.
As am I.
I don't know. I mean, I would be okay to find out how this person is. And
Ooh, welcome to the
things.
party raid. Thank you very much for the raid.
What?
Thank you.
Ooh, thank you.
The group is in the city of Sigil. They're hanging out with Strahd von Zarevich, who met some random person and wants to keep her so he can drink her blood, and the group is trying to decide if that's okay.
Hourly Brief Sweet, how do you feel about this? Are you okay? Do you want to feel it out? And if not, kick her off at the nearest stop?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I mean-
at the nearest stop, but
I mean, like, I can't imagine it going any worse than it has already been. Like, if he wants a little fresh blood and she's giving it, then it's consensual.
I guess.
Sort of. I mean, if we see anything too wonky, we can stop it in its tracks right there and just be like, no more.
That sounds a little more fair.
But how do you feel about it?
It makes me uncomfortable, but I also know he's a powerful ally, and I don't really want anyone to be, like, literally starving once that runs out. And if the blood bags run out while we're in deep space with nowhere to go,
Yeah.
it's a little complicated. So I'd rather
no.
solve the issue now.
Mistress Felicia Agony says, that sounds like a yes.
Fine, but there's provisions. We'll discuss the rules when everything is settled and we're on the ship, but if you break them, bad things will happen.
The weirdest plasma donation ever.
Exactly, but you know what? We just need to make everyone happy right now, so we'll address it later. And can we get Fabio to carry Lilia with us or something?
Yes. Fabio, who you have stitched back together, he leans down and he picks up Lilia. And he says to you, Seraphine, quietly, thank you for putting me back together. You are a true friend.
It's okay.
Good
I know you
job.
make brave, sweet, happy.
And then you see Strahd poking his finger into the chest of Twinthrop.
Ugh.
When last we battled, I let you live. Should you make one false move, I will be sure to finish the job.
I mean, whenever he dies, he just ends up becoming a pool of ichor. It's kind of gross. So, I mean,
Strahd
at least
says,
here we have eyes on him.
Strahd says, well
Yeah.
then, Winthrop, if he dies and comes back, I shall just kill him again. Over and over, for all eternity. For none can oppose Strahd von Zarevich. Now come! We can't stand in this street forever. Surely
Yeah.
my Seraphine is getting tired and needs rest.
Yeah. Okay, then.
So, where do you want to go? You know that nearby there's a portal that can take you back to your Spelljammer. Or you could just go somewhere in the city of Sigil. Which would you like to do?
You're muted.
Personally, I would like to go back to
I'd
the
like to stop by the
Spelljammer.
shrine
but-
of the Raven Queen.
That.
So you all want to go to the Raven Queen's church now?
I mean, we don't have our babysitter with us anymore, so we might as well do something
It's time to
stupid,
go to
right?
church. Time to go to church.
Lilia's not here, so now you're running
Yeah, our
amok.
moral compass is gone, so let's do something stupid.
All right. So you go to the Church of the Raven Queen in the city of Sigil. You see a tall Gothic chapel with stained glass images of a woman with raven wings and long black hair and pale skin and red lips, and she's got like a raven on her shoulder. And yeah, there's big church doors, just like a church. Do you go in?
Yeah, it's
I'm
just us.
I'm oddly comforted and uncomfortable at the same time.
So you enter the church, and there's statues of the Raven Queen and her Sorrowsworn, which are like freaky mutated Shatterkai with huge wings and scythes and stuff. So you see a couple of priests. There's 2 grim censer bearers who are in full armor, holding censers that let out incense. And cleaning up the altar is a paladin. So in my campaign is an alternate universe. And so it was long ago established in my Planescape campaign that Evelyn from Dice Camera Action is a paladin of the Raven Queen. So, you come in, Evelyn, paladin of the Raven Queen, looks up, and she says, "Hi, y'all. Blessings of the Raven Queen upon ye. How can I help you?"
Oh, hello.
Hi.
We're here in questioning to be me in particular to become a servant of the Raven Queen in order to suck up some bad doo-doo to be
That's a
young.
very
She says, "Don't be
particular way of putting it.
She says, "Don't be shy. Come on over to the altar.
He's so nice.
Step into the dark shadows of the Raven Queen."
Oh, right on.
Real welcoming.
I like look back at the party like,
I'm just like,
and then I
Then she gets a look at Fabio as you're all walking in. And she says, "Would you mind leaving your undead abomination outside, please? Raven Queen doesn't really like them very much."
he's not an abomination. His name
I'll
is
go up.
Fabio.
I'll go up to Evelyn and say, "Okay, I felt the same way at first, but I think it ended up. What's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for?
Yes.
Where the hen sits on the incubate. It incubated a soul, so it has a soul now."
She says, "Well, that sounds highly unlikely, but you seem nice, so I'll just take your word for it. But if he goes berserk, I'm going to have to smite him with
Fair.
Treebane." She holds up Treebane, her mighty axe.
That's fair.
Strahd looks around.
That one, however.
"This would make a good home for Count Strahd von Zarovich."
That one, however, can stay at the door. I'm okay with that.
Mistress Felicia Agony sidles up next to him and is looking at him and admiring his profile. So Evelyn says, "Now what is it can I do for you?"
How about
I was
Bracy?
told if I become a servant of the Raven Queen, that I may be able to get my youth back by sucking it through a magical straw.
She goes, "Oh," she whispers, "you're talking about the Prolongers."
Yes.
You know,
Are they full of baloney?
well, I think they eat bologna sandwiches, but I don't think they're full up on them. But
Oh.
I would say that, just so you know, this is a major commitment to make to the Raven Queen, and she doesn't take commitment lightly.
I'd say.
What else does it take? I was just told that if you... Of course, I should have
I mean,
more about the fine print.
when you make a pact with the Raven Queen, that means if you ever do die, your soul's gonna belong to her. Which isn't so bad. In fact, I can't wait. You get to appear in her
Not so
before
bad.
her, and she judges you, and you might become a Sorrow Sworn and be one of the Raven Knights. With Zahar, who has the Shadowfell Blade.
Whoa.
I think you just have to take this very seriously. So just know that you can't take it back.
Maybe if I just talked with her, because that sounds really fun, but maybe if the Raven Queen knew that our whole, I'm gonna be real honest, our whole multi-universe depends on the success of our mission, and I'd like to think that the Raven Queen would like it to succeed, because otherwise her whole kingdom is
She says, "I know a lot of
threatened by
adventuring
it.
parties, and they all think what they're doing is important. What do you think you're doing that's so important that the Raven Queen would care?"
the rod of 7 parts, if it's all back together and the Queen of Chaos gets to it, she's gonna get back with her Spidey boyfriend and take over the entire multiverse and do you know who what?
The rod of 7 parts, I heard about that. A lot of people are talking about that. That is important.
Trying to protect the multiverse.
So basically, if you want to make this pact, you're going to have to do a ritual where you're going to have to sleep on the slab we have in the back. And you'll have a weird dream. And if the Raven Queen accepts you, then you will have the power of the Prolongers forevermore. And you'll never not be a Prolonger. And it will change you forever.
Yeah, kind of a serious thing. So you go to walk this Brave Suite.
Is there like an appointment that we can make that's like a just a talking session?
I remember, didn't the person say about what's his face? I can't remember his name.
in
the Fate one. The Fate one that I talked to.
Vorkesis.
Yes, that one. Wasn't that
basically
one?
Brave Suite wants to bargain with the god.
They're both gods.
Evelyn says, there's really not going to be any bargaining. It's not like you just talk to a god. This is more like a process. So once you lie down and I do the ritual, it's going to happen unless she rejects you.
What happens if a rejection happens?
Well, then you just feel a feeling of shame for the rest of your life.
Oh, I have that already.
I don't know.
Mood.
There.
Oh, you drop a sunshine.
Strahd sidles up to you, Winthrop, and he says, well, the reason you get rejected might be because of that silver blood running through your veins.
Oh no,
Rid yourself.
Not that kind of rejection. No.
Like a spiritual rejection.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, like, I don't know what I'm in for, but I'm sure I can talk to her through this dream thing. I'll do it.
So Evelyn smiles and nods. Oh, okay. She looks at the rest of you. Any of y'all want to live forever in servitude to the Raven Queen?
Well,
it's a lot of fun.
I already live a long time. I don't think
I already have a 1,000-year plan. That's it.
I've got a deity
I'm an
already.
elf.
Oh, she looks. You've got the symbol of Umbra. Oh, Umbra.
Yeah.
Oh, well, someone's got to do it. All right. All right, Dragonborn lady. Come on in the back. I'll set up the ritual. Y'all can take your undead abominations outside, and we'll be done in about an hour.
I'll walk him out.
The slab is painful from the back.
That's true. You do, just to help you lie down on the slab. And
like, it hurts.
she gets you like one of those orthopedic back pillows to help you get comfortable.
I need 4 more of those.
So she draws a circle. She lights some candles. The candles have black flames. She chants some words, and you fall asleep. Very sweet.
Yeah.
I imagine you have no trouble falling asleep. It's an old lady. Okay.
It's an old lady thing.
So, you have a dream where you shoot through the sky and the Shadowfell. You rocket towards this Svo Morana, the Raven Queen's citadel. You appear in her throne room, and she's sitting on a throne, and on either side of them, of the throne, is a Sorrowsworn holding a scythe, and also nearby is a handsome dude with blue hair and many piercings. And he's holding a blade that leaks shadow mist. And the Raven Queen looks deep into your soul. And you feel a question being asked of you. Do you pledge your soul to the Raven Queen for all eternity?
May I ask for some more details? I'm a bit new to this.
The Raven Queen sighs and drinks from a skull chalice. Rolls her eyes. What's the question? You go.
Is this a permanent thing?
Yes, eternal servitude forever.
Okay. I'm not meaning to make anything sound cheap. Oh, Raven Queen, it's amazing. I've never met a god before. This is just a dream. But I need my health. I'm required. I need good health.
The dude with the blue hair says, "The Raven Queen's time is precious. Do you accept or not?" He says, and then he does a super cool move with his sword.
Could I have it for maybe 10 years and then be taken back?
He says, "No, it's forever."
Is it what do you want?
Zahar sighs.
Like,
she's not ready, Mistress Raven Queen.
no, wait. I think the multiverse well-being is of your interest.
The Raven Queen dismissively waves her hand, and suddenly you rocket out of the Citadel, and you're soaring over the Shadowfell, but suddenly something tugs at you, and you take a right turn, and you shoot into a hall near the Citadel, and it is the Hall of Final Fate, home of Vorkisis, the son of the Raven Queen, who's like 20 feet tall. He's got a skull head, he's got no eyes, he's got a halo of lightning around his head. And he's in this room full of stone statues of ravens of various sizes. And there's a chained coffin leaning against the wall, and there's somebody in it trying to get out, but they can't. So you kind of float in front of him. He says, well, you wasted my mother's time. But perhaps
it happens.
I can have some use of you. You're friends with the one known as Winthrop Starbrook, yes?
Yes.
Well, I can grant you the power of a prolonger, but your soul will belong to Vorkisis, Master of Fate. Can you accept this eventuality?
Does the multiverse's health interest you? Like you're like I'm not the
Why do I always get these adventurers? Listen, my purview is lost souls. That is what you'd be doing.
Souls.
Helping me track down lost and special souls. And obviously tracking the machinations of those who would like to use my mother, who I love so very much.
Wait, are you a god then, too?
A demigod. Brave sweet.
Oh.
You don't have much time. Your osteoporosis grows with every day. It won't be long before you are stooped, your fingers so brittle you won't be able to draw a bowstring. Now then, do you want...
Are you like all powerful?
Of course.
Can't you just make me well and let me go so I can stop complaining to you? I'll be much less of a nuisance.
I can merely dismiss you. Like my mother dismissed you not long ago. Thrown to the side and forgotten.
She does not care if the multiverse lives or dies because all she cares about is death.
Are you insulting the Raven Queen?
No.
Would you like to be placed? Each of these ravens you see before you is a receptacle that contains a soul locked in here for all time. There is room for your soul. So make your choice. Swear fealty to me and become a prolonger. Be dismissed. Or continue to make your geriatric, foolish comments and spend their all eternity inside one of these stone ravens, which I clean every day.
I can't watch.
Well, sounds like I'm wasting my time. Take me out of this nightmare.
Begone, fool! And he waves his hand, and you rocket back over the Shadowfell.
See, I don't want to be up.
You wake up, and Evelyn's looking down at you with a big smile on her face, and the smile slowly fades.
Oh my goodness.
Something went wrong. Did I not do it right?
They're both jerks. They won't help us.
Get out of here. She pushes you off the slab. Get out of here. That's a
Ow,
horrible
my
thing to
back.
say. Give me that back pillow.
It's true.
Come
Hey.
Come in here and commit heresy. I've been so nice to you. I was gonna lay
I'm
on
sorry,
hands, but
but-
now I'm not.
Oh, forgive me. I'm just frustrated. I've been at this for a couple of years, and I've been turned old, and people are dying and crying, and everybody's just like, "Hey, just go and commit, go and commit your whole life to these guys." It's like, well, what if I want to die and I want to go and see my family when I die?
Well, then just die normal.
Not so bad. Yeah.
No, it's fine. You can die normal. That's okay. That's what most people do.
But I mean, like, the success of this mission might depend on my health, but if it's just gonna decline and I have to somehow commit some sort of like to gods that I don't even really know. Maybe I've heard about them a few times, but like my parents always told me,
Well,
stay away from
here's a
from
pamphlet.
those,
Here, this pamphlet will tell
Oh,
you
God.
everything you need to know about the Raven Queen.
She starts flipping through it.
We have a food bank for the less fortunate. We also have free death services for people who want to die.
I thought they were
That's-
just funerals. Like,
That's
that's a
lovely.
different thing.
All right, now get on out of my chapel now with your heresy and blasphemy. And,
All right.
Enjoy the few remaining days of your life.
Thank you.
All right, so you're all out there, and all of a sudden, like, somebody shoves Brave Sweet out and shuts the door.
Brave Street, you good?
She didn't give any trouble, did you?
Did it work?
Gods are idiots. They're all idiots.
What
They
happened?
couldn't care less what happens to the multiverse. They just want loyalty, this, and
That's literally what was
Almost
asked
that.
of you.
I know, but I thought maybe they could be a little bit more reasonable, but I guess not.
Gods are all powerful. They don't have to bargain. They can just take what they want and not care.
Okay, but then they can't take me.
So you're just gonna get
Brave-
gonna get ruined by old age. We're gonna have to put you in a retirement home.
It doesn't really matter what you do. The Raven Queen and her son will sort you into whichever plane of existence you'll end up living the rest of your afterlife in. I would not recommend flipping them the bird.
I heard they like birds, so.
They do, specifically ravens, but yeah.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of those.
So you're just gonna be like this forever.
Not forever. I'm eventually gonna die, but
Strahd says,
such as.
Face to face with our own mortality. Okay.
you know, Brave Sweet, there is another way.
What is it?
Well, why didn't anybody tell me this? Thank you, Strahd.
It's Strahd. He's a vampire. I think he's implying something.
My vampire spawn
you're gonna-
live for millennia.
Yeah, but
Yep,
she'll
he's implying exactly what I thought he was.
but she'll be stuck like this forever and not in the way she wants to.
Like, I'm not looking for like, I don't know about you, but I'm not looking for like a way to live forever. I just want to be healthy enough so I can complete this mission, to save the multiverse, like what we're all here for, right?
Strahd says, well, there are magic potions that make you younger.
But like they said, it's probably gonna backfire after it's like the third time.
From what I understand, yes, the first one works fine, and then there's a chance each one after that will actually age you instead of making you younger.
Well, whatever will keep me well enough to complete the mission, whatever it takes, and
I should just
then
point
I
out,
won't need any.
Great.
Brave Sweet, that if I were to turn you, you would not feel old. In fact, you'd probably be stronger.
Vampire.
But she's
I don't.
clearly what we're seeing is she's afraid of commitment.
Yes.
I am.
So I
It
don't
is
know.
I'd say being turned into a vampire spawn is another kind of commitment.
Yeah. So
I don't like commitments. I don't like vampiring. I don't want to vampire it out.
So I guess you'll just have to live like this unless we can find. This is kind of our last situation.
Ravaged by old age.
Oh, it's
Rapidly.
not that bad. You just have to take things a little slower, you know?
It won't be long until you'll be needing a diaper, from what I understand.
We'll find you a longevity potion and see how many years that gives you, okay?
Yeah, we'll try that.
Okay.
The first one should
Okay.
work at least, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you're in Sigil. What would you like to do now? I think you're still carrying Lilia's body, right?
Yeah.
She's just like flump.
We're just bringing her cardboard cutouts.
And Twinthrop is just following you around.
Arlie, did you have any business you wanted to do in Sigil?
Well, you were asking about to your friends. You were asking about your brother, and you were asking about my fiance. Whatever happened to that?
Do you want to go ask and see if they've made any ground?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I doubt they found anything.
Well, we can try.
So you want to go to the Church of Umbra, the goddess of good?
Yes.
All right. You go to the Church of Umbra. Strahd doesn't go in. Twinthrop doesn't go in either.
And neither does Fabio.
Mistress Agony will stay outside with Strahd.
Mm.
And the rest of you go in?
Yes.
All right, you're going to ask Prince Buttongleam, the Unicorn Man, about... They've been looking into a couple things, right? Seraphine's brother.
Yeah. Arlie's fiance and a way to hopefully make Brave Sweet healthier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Making Brave Sweet healthier. There's potion shops in Sigil that will sell potions of longevity. They're like 5,000 gold each.
Oh, shit. I don't think we have that.
But they'll de-age you D6 plus 6 years. So that's that. Now, looking into Arlie's fiance, from what they understand, they communed with Umbra. That his soul is in the first layer of the 9 hells of Vernus. And it moves around quite a bit.
That seems kind of on the nose.
And then, as far as your brother goes, there's people in Sigil who claim that, okay, the sensates record their memories on things called sensory stones. Apparently, he recorded some sensory stones at the sensorium that might give clues as to where he is.
Okay, I'd like to go find that. If that's okay with everyone.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
So you want to go to the home of the sensates, the Civic Fest Hall?
Yes.
Mistress Agony says, "Oh, I'm a member of the sensates. I can get you into the sensorium. You see, there's
cool.
a public sensorium, and then there's a private one for members only. I can get you into the private one," she says to Strahd. He says, "Wonderful. Well done, Mistress Agony."
Yay. So
Whatever happened to Rainbow?
Oh, Rainbow, during the chaos, she probably ran back to the ship. I'd say by the second time that you got into a fight with the Lady of Pain, she decided to just get out of there.
She's like, not again.
All right, so you're going to go to the Civic Fest Hall?
Yeah.
Tons of people there. Big building. She brings you down to a basement area where there's a desk, and they have tons and tons of these little stones. It's kind of like a library where you can take them out, go sit in a room, you hold the stone, and you'll experience the memory. There are 3 that your brother recorded. Let's see. Where are you, stone lists? One is called Stealing a Griffin. The second one is in adventure. Gosh, what's the third one? Those are the two they find off the top of the...
Yeah. Okay.
They're looking through the catalog like, oh, there's this one. It's the first one that came up.
They go, aha. All right. Stealing the griffin, and then stealing treasure, and then fighting a beholder.
Okay, I'll look through all of those.
All right.
Okay.
So you basically experience the memory as if it was your own. So you, your brother was in a town somewhere, and he stole somebody's griffin that they used to fly around. And he rides it, but he doesn't know how to ride a griffin. So he's like, yeehaw, but then he falls. He crashes through some trees, and he lies in a forest. And a grim censer bearer of the Raven Queen finds him and heals him. That's the first one. You do the second one?
Yes.
All right. Your brother made friends with the grim censer bearer. Together, they went on an adventure where they went to a dungeon and tried to steal treasure. And it turns out it's the lair of a beholder that attacks and shoots eye rays at them, and they run away in a very cowardly fashion.
Sounds like me.
Do the third one?
Yes.
All right. The brother, the censer bearer, and Evelyn, paladin of the Raven Queen, that they've conned into going back there, fight and kill the beholder, and they hang out with Evelyn at the temple of the Raven Queen.
Oh. Nice. Okay. I'll try to use these clues to hunt him down.
Mistress Agony tells Strahd that he should record a sensory stone because he's had such a epic life. He says, I would never commit my secrets to magic stone. That'd be foolish. And she just kind of looks sad that he rejected her idea.
Aww.
Oh.
Says the guy who wrote a biography.
Essentially.
Yeah.
That's true.
Well,
Autobiography, I guess.
should we make a stop? We should probably find something for Brave Sweet, and then that way we can start working on figuring out what the next piece of the rod is, and if we can pick up Arlie's fiance along the way.
Do you want to go talk?
Yes, Seraphine. Why not talk to Evelyn? She might know where your brother went.
Thanks, Strahd, for stealing the words right out of my mouth.
I can do that. I just wanted to make sure everyone else gets taken care of too.
You're far too giving, Seraphine.
Thinking while we're here.
Yeah, while we're here, I can go talk and we can go find Ocean. That way.
Maybe not let Brave Sweet to go in again, though. It seemed like you didn't like her.
Pretend your other company. I doubt they want to see my face there again.
Okay. I'll pretend I don't know you.
Well, she already met you.
Yeah, but I'll just
No.
that, you know what? She's going through a lot.
Disguise self. Somebody.
I think only Lilia can do that.
I'm a fighter. I can't do shit.
No, you are awesome. Fighters are awesome.
Was there any clues for Arlie again? I missed a little bit of conversation a minute
He's
ago.
in the descent, the first layer of hell in the Avernus. So, and I think we can have, once Lily is feeling okay, we can, or have one of us assemble the rod pieces and then try to figure out where the next piece is. And if we're lucky, it'll be similar area.
Cool.
I mean, we travel a lot, so we're bound to find someone who knows better estimates of where in Avernus he is. That way we can help you.
Oh. I'm so nervous to see him again. I only met him like twice.
Wait, what?
What?
Oh, it was an arranged marriage.
Wait, you're getting married? Oh. But he's still...
I look a lot different than I did back then.
How?
Oh.
I didn't smile a lot.
Why not?
And my hair was longer and it was really straight. And after I started adventuring and found Winston, my hair got all curly.
Well,
I like it better this way.
It attracts you.
Thank you.
very pretty.
Bing, bing, bing.
That's door number 2. Yeah, it looks very pretty. Does he make you happy?
Well, the last time I saw him, we were kind of not really, we had just, we had talked about getting married, and it was what our parents wanted, so, we both agreed that it was the best thing to do, but I don't think we really had a romantic connection. I just feel like I kind of owe him, like.
Strahd says, hold on. You've been searching the plains for your fiance that you don't have any particular connection to?
I am also confused.
Well, I was there when he died. I watched him die.
Yes, so?
So I feel like I owe it to him to get him back.
It is kind of a honorable thing to do.
I've watched many people die. So what?
They killed him right in front of me.
Oh, yeah, so...
It's like when I watched Tatiana die right in front of me.
See, we have more in common than you know! And then she'll, hit him on the arm.
I looked for centuries. And at last, I found her once more.
Barter fur. Technically. Long story.
Strahd, I think we need to talk about
Don't get stuck on a technicality.
I really need to get rid of that, by the way. I think I still have her soul inside of me.
Yeah, you do.
I really need to get rid of that.
That's a
We'll
lot of
get to it, okay? It's on the long list.
So, Airly, you're going to go to hell to find the soul of some dude.
Yeah!
You know what? We're always down for a loyal friend, okay?
Doesn't seem like a priority, but...
I mean, I'm not the same person I was back then, so I don't think he would want to marry me still anyway. And I don't care about my parents anymore. I barely remember their faces. So... I mean...
Why don't you remember their faces?
Oh, I don't remember a lot about my past.
Maybe we should practice.
Sometimes it's nicer that way,
It really is. I think it was really bad.
Yeah.
Twinthrop looks at Winthrop and says, I remember our parents and the ukulele. Remember, Winthrop?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We had a lot of fun times in the Shadowfell. Well, not really fun. It was more emotionless.
As fun as
pastimes.
you can get in the Shadowfell.
But, Winthrop, we felt safe.
Yes. We did feel safe.
Alright, so do you want to go talk to Evelyn about the brother? Do you want to go to hell? You want to do something else?
Do you want to go to hell?
Later. Yeah, let's go talk to Evelyn, and then after that, go try to find a potion for Brave Sweet.
Okay. In the Church of the Raven Queen. Oh, hi again. Umbra, the other big god that's also doing some nice things for people sometimes.
Before we get there, I'll lean to Seraphine and it's like, Raven Queen's all about souls if you want to get that checked out. And continuing on.
Hi, Evelyn.
Hi. Good to see you again. And, yeah, Umbra's nice and everything. Kind of.
Why only kind of?
No, she's nice.
She is. Meanwhile, I'm here I like them both.
I'm sure she's a nice person.
She just smiles, but then all the smiliness just drains out of her face. She's nice.
She tries to sleight of hand a pamphlet, a Raven Queen pamphlet into your backpack, Seraphine. It's like why you should be a paladin of the Raven Queen.
Okay, let's see if I see it.
I'll roll my sleight of hand. I got a 14.
Okay, I'll roll my perception. I got an 18.
Oh, so you see it coming.
I'll just kind of side-eye it and be like, I'm here for more important things. Okay.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll handle it. Respectful gods in this holy house.
Actually, you know what? It's like slow motion as Evelyn slowly hands the pamphlet to Winthrop, and she looks at Winthrop, who's from the Shadowfell, where the Raven Queen dwells, and she sees his tattoos and his long hair, and she gives a big sparkly smile to Winthrop.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
And as she hands you the pamphlet, like her finger touches yours.
Rena's
my
going,
God.
not again.
Oh my god.
Yes, again.
This can't be
One question,
Action alternate universe characters, why?
One question everybody asked on episode 37 was, why are all of the NPCs hot? I still don't have an answer.
I have a question to add on to that. Why do all the characters that were Dice Camera Action alternate universe, why do they like Winthrop?
Because it's Winthrop, he's hot boy.
Winthrop, you're the only male character on the,
You get the attention.
Hot and broody.
And
Alright, so Evelyn hands the pamphlet, and Seraphine, do you say anything else?
Yeah. So I hear that you went adventuring with my brother. Do you
What's his name?
Michael.
Oh, right.
Do you know where he is? By chance?
He was a wacky guy. He was always up to something. Last I heard, he went through this portal to a mountain called Mount Oral.
Okay.
There was some eldritch aperture there that apparently could give you great knowledge. And nobody's heard from him since.
How long ago was that?
I don't know, a year?
Okay, do you know what he was looking for, or just looking for knowledge?
He's always looking for treasure.
Well, friends in the family, I guess. Okay. And I got another question. How do I go about removing souls from people that are, like, hitching a ride on other people?
souls in one body.
She says, now, okay, so the alternate universe Waffle Crew had a lot of the same adventures as the original Waffle Crew. So she says, well, you might want to talk to a hag, because there was this time where there was these hags called the Stone Sisters, and they actually sewed a second soul into us. So if we died, that soul would go away. So if you die, the second soul will go, and you'll be okay. So you could just kill yourself.
Oh my god.
Do I have to, like,
alternate universe?
Like,
I love her. Oh my god.
Y'all could just kill yourself.
We have nooses.
cool.
You just die.
Just die. Just kill myself. Okay.
Yeah. Just gonna roll over and die.
If you want, I could kill you.
No.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's what you have to do first.
That soul is one of those lost souls that Borkesis is always howling about. You never know, he might come looking for it sometime.
Borkesis is the son again, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure that I know the name.
You're fine. Okay, I think that answers everything I need to know right now. If I need anything, I'll catch you later. Send you a message.
Alright.
Let's see. Speaking of Borkesis, though, Evelyn, what do you think of him?
Borkesis is a prickly pear. I think he's a little weird. He's real jealous. His dad was the old god of death, Nero. But Nero got hit with the Sphere of Annihilation, and he's gone now. So now the Raven Queen is single. That was the Raven Queen's husband, and some people think the Raven Queen's the one who hit him with the Sphere of Annihilation. So for a long time, the Raven Queen was single, and then she met this Shattered guy, Knight with the Shadowfell blade. Vorkisis doesn't like it, and I'll tell you a secret. They might have a kid.
Really?
A Titan, an Empyrean named Erthun. But that's just a rumor, and it makes Vorkisis really mad when you bring it up.
Noted.
And maybe Erthun will be on a future episode of another stream when we play through Labyrinth of Madness.
Whoa!
She's breaking the fourth wall. Oh my god.
It's like, who are we talking? What? A stream?
Oh. She looks at you, the viewer.
That's a stream.
Wink.
Once Hell's
Like a
Rebels is
river?
over, we're going to do the Shift Splash Trading Co. And that will be the final adventure of that little campaign.
Aww.
What are you talking about?
What? Oh, I was
Neither.
just saying he was a pricklet pear.
That I can agree with.
Alright, we are just about out of time. You want to do anything else real quick before we stop for today?
Ready to go to the spell?
Yeah, we can save it for next.
Oh wait, but the potion.
Yeah, we gotta get the potion.
So you're going to go get a potion of longevity?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I have money.
I don't think we
Yeah.
have it. We'd have to
You
pull
guys have
all our
money.
resources. Not really.
Right? It's one of those things like, do I have money?
1,300 and that's it. We haven't really been gold oriented.
You have
Not really.
1,300? That's it?
Yeah. I don't think we've gotten any gold since like episode 28, I believe, if I'm not
Oh
mistaken.
my god.
I think the last time I don't have much gold because the last time and I used most of it because I was afraid of heights for a while.
Yeah, I think the last thing we bought anything on was the Featherfall rings or potions, I think.
In Eberron.
Yeah, that was forever ago.
In
Hey,
Eberron.
Do you happen to have a nice sit and coin purse?
Strahd?
Nope.
Yeah.
Strahd.
Oh yeah, Strahd.
Hmm.
Help your friends out.
It's like the end of Goonies. He pulls out a pouch and he pours a big pile of gems into your hand.
Thank you.
It's only 20,000. Is that enough?
That's plenty. Thank you so much. I'm gonna like give him a kiss on the cheek. That's a lot.
You're Strahd. Strahd, sugar daddy.
Leaving you.
I was gonna say that. And I didn't want to.
It's merely pocket change.
That's perfect. Thank you.
Alright, so you're gonna go buy a potion of longevity?
Yes.
Brace, are you gonna drink it?
Yes.
Roll a d6, please.
Shit.
Oh god. I spent a lot of money on you, dice. Don't let me down. I rolled a warm. I rolled a warm.
Alright, so you de-age 7 years.
Okay. How old are you now?
So you were
How many years?
Well, I was like
7.
I was like
Aged,
7,
30, right?
like yeah, I aged like 30. She was 28.
So.
So
you'd
you were
be,
you were
like,
70 now, right?
about that.
Yeah, and
So-
now I'm like
63.
80.
You're 80?
That's old.
Wait,
I
you're-
think isn't that true? I think that's
Other way. Other way.
Lost years.
You lost years.
yeah, you just got younger.
last year. So now I'm 60. Okay,
63, yeah.
63.
Better.
Yeah,
Strahd
that's
says,
a lot better.
do you want to buy more?
Yes, please.
You
Try
do.
one more.
Alright,
And then,
let me just roll.
My
Now,
back pain's gone though.
So you drink that one?
Yes.
God.
Okay, I have to roll a percentile because there's a small chance that you will age instead of de-age. So,
Okay.
Oh.
Alright,
so go ahead, roll the
Oh, no.
d6.
oh god.
Oh no! Don't roll a 1. Don't you dare do that to me again. I rolled a 6.
So 12.
Yes.
So now you're 51.
That's a lot better.
That
That's
sounds
pretty
about right.
Yeah.
That's a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
51.
Yeah. That works.
Strahd says, if you were a vampire thrall, you wouldn't have to worry about this. Just saying.
We can talk about this later.
A total of 19 years.
Let me enjoy my success. Look, my wrinkles under my eyes, they're like shrunk.
Do you want to buy any more, or is that it?
We can buy
Maybe
one
we want
for the road.
Maybe one for the road. Yeah, I was gonna say.
But you're not going to drink it now?
Not now.
Okay. All right. So that's another
19 years is pretty good. That's
pretty nice. Thank you, my friend.
over half of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll stop there. When we do plugs real quick, let's see, Chloe, got any plugs?
Just follow me on Twitter at Chloe_Fairy1, and you'll see a lot more D&D since I followed a bunch of new people. So just catch me over there.
Brienne, got any plugs?
Just follow my Twitter and Instagram, Stingcat Breezy. I'm gonna get a hamster in a couple of days, so there'll be hamster pictures.
Hey.
That'll be exciting. So.
Rena, got any plugs?
Rena.
All right. Oh, that was me? Okay. You can follow me on Twitter at Miko Karina, MIKO_CARINA. Pretty much everything you can find me on, that's the username. So Instagram, TikTok, all the things. I haven't been really up to much. I'm working on a thing for Aya, so hopefully that can be figured out.
Cool.
And yeah, that's really all I have.
Callie,
Aya's no longer teacher's pet.
No, she's not.
Yeah.
Callie, got any plugs?
Follow me on Twitter, Capt Callie. I do art over there sometimes. I'm in school right now. I have a midterm on Tuesday, so I won't be doing art this week.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Retroverse on Friday at 7:30 on Scotty Hood's channel. And I'm in Reign of Misrule on Sunday mornings at 10 at Scotty Hood's channel.
So much D&D and related games.
And I'll be next weekend. We'll be doing them all again. Acquisitions Inc. We'll have a guest star nerditor Doug, who used to play on Secrets of Castle Greyhawk, will be playing. And we'll be doing more Hell's Rebels and hopefully some more Dungeon Academy next Sunday. So thank you everybody for watching, and we will see you again
Thank you.
next
Bye.
time. Goodbye.